So, in today's video, I'm going to put forward some PvE weapons you're going to want to take forward into Lightfall. Now is a great time to get these, especially with the update that arrived Tuesday, where you can obtain red border weapons and the changes coming to champions next season, with Volatile, Jolted, Suppressing, Slowing, Blind, and Ignition all being able to stun champions. So the first 6 weapons we're going to go through today all have patterns which are obtained through the numerous seasonal vendors in the Helm. First up is my personal favourite, the Ikelos SMG version 3. So it is available this season and can be obtained from Rasputin or Focusing Umbrals. So it's an aggressive frame which can roll with Feeding Frenzy and Volt Shot, with Volt Shot being the best ad clearing perk in the game currently. But best of all, you can shape this over at the Enclave on the Throne World and get these perks enhanced, which increases the buff. Next up for this season's weapons, the Disparity, a solid aggressive burst pulse rifle which can roll with some top perks. It can roll with Outlaw, Rapid Hit, Frenzy, Headstone and Desperado, all of which can be enhanced again. Me personally, Rapid Hit and Headstone. Another solid pulse rifle going into next season. Moving on, we have Retrofit Escapade, a rapid fire frame void machine gun, and this season it's been pretty OP due to Gil Falcon's chest piece. Now it's one of my favourites purely because of the volatile rounds, which will also be great for champions next season, so it can roll with Target Lock and 4th times a charm and also Feeding Frenzy. So Target Lock in your final perk, then just choose between 4th times and Feeding Frenzy for your second. Disclaimer guys, as I finish writing this and recording, Bungie released a weapon tuning article. So what I'll do is add some honourable mentions at the end. The next weapon coming up is a linear fusion, but I still think it will be useful next season. And that is the Aggressive Frame Fire and Forget. It had a nice tidy update earlier on, with it making it more stable, because it did used to jump around quite a bit. Now this is stasis and can roll with Chill Clip, which will be great again next season, pure and simply because of the changes coming to champions, which is why I've continued to leave it in this list. The other good perks that you could put with it would be Outlaw or Headstone, and like I said, it is getting a nerf, but Chill Clip just makes it worth keeping in. Then we have another top tier weapon, and this is the Callus Mini Tool SMG. Now this is from the Season of the Haunted, and it can roll with a great perk in Incandescent, especially if you build into Scorched or Ignitions with Solar 3.0. A great secondary perk to put this with would be Unrelenting or Threat Detector. Then this leads us on to Tarnished Metal. I'm naturally a scout rifle lover, and this can have Volt Shot and Demolitionist. I love it, and it has been a solid fixture in my loadout. It will be great for overloads again next season due to Volatile. Again, definitely worth picking up. I haven't got the pattern for this yet, something because of the update Tuesday I'm definitely going to be able to get now, and something I'm definitely going to be working on. But before I carry on guys, just let me know some of your favourite weapons in the comments below. Prolonged Engagement is basically a stasis funnel web. It's a great primary, and with it being stasis, you can get it to roll with Headstone, plus a secondary perk of Outlaw, Subsistence and Feeding Frenzy. You can obtain this by completing strikes and rank up packages from Zavala. Now guys, I'm going to ask you to jump into Crucible. It will be worth it because of the stasis primary fusion rifle, Riptide. Now the role you're looking for this is Chill Clip and Auto Loading Holster. Now I think Riptide will be extremely useful next season, especially in Nightfalls and any other activity with champions. And now we're heading over to Dares of Eternity. So what you want to try and obtain is the BXR Battler. This does have a pattern, so you'll need to grind Dares, but what you want to try and do is farm Legend, as the higher score will mean more lightning rounds potentially, which in turn will give you 3 extra chests and more keys, which you can use over at Zer's Treasure Hoard. Incandescent and Demolished I have found to be the best role for this one. Now some quick honourable mentions I've had to chuck in at the last second. Anarchy. Always loved Anarchy, but it's getting a nice 20% damage buff to champions, bosses and mini bosses, and 40% to miners. Everyone who's used Anarchy before knows how good this weapon is, and it's going to be put back to its former glory next season. If you don't have it, you can get this in the tower over at the Monuments of Lost Lights for a lofty 150k glimmer, 240 spoils, 2 ascendant shards and 1 exotic cipher. You can get your spoils from doing raids, hop into an LFG, there's always a farm group, and your ciphers make sure to pick that up on Friday when Zerg comes. And then we have Grand Overture. Now this is going to get a 10% buff, making it even more OP. Now this was part of a previous season pass, so you can't obtain it like that anymore, but what you can do, if you are a Witch Queen owner, you can go and pick this up from the Monument to Lost Lights as well, and this will cost you 1 Exotic Cipher, 1 Ascendant Shard, 200 Legendary Shards, and 100,000 Glimmer. So this is really easy to obtain now. Everyone's got access to their materials right there. So be sure to pick up them 2 honourable mentions, because they will serve you really good, especially in the story campaign coming to Lightfall. And that's it guys, that's the end of the video. If you like the video, please hit the thumbs up, it helps the channel out, and if I tickled your fancy, maybe subscribe. But for now, take care, and I'll see you at the back end of the week for the Destiny 2 Weekly Roundup.